If you're looking for manhwa that feel intense, unsettling, and a little bit scary in a good way, this is one of the most unique survival manhwa that I have came across. 44th period survival class sits somewhere between survival, psychological thriller, and a moderate horror. This is not an action power fantasy, it's not about becoming stronger, and it's definitely not a comfortable read. At the core, it is a survival and escape manhwa. The story uses the idea of rules. Similar to creepypasta or internet horror stories that play with the idea of strange rules that need to be followed in order to survive. The rule exists, but they are never clearly defined, and misunderstanding them could come with a great cost. This is a manhwa where plan fails, people panic, and character break down under pressure. Survival depends more on thinking rather than fighting. In the world of this manhwa, there's a strange phenomenon called black circle. Across the world, strange black holes appear. If you fall into one, you will be sent to a different dimension, where natural law, man-made rules, and reality itself are scrambled together. The story follows Kim Do-young. He is an ordinary 17 years old high school student. One normal school day, his entire school, classroom, student, and everything in between suddenly got swallowed up by the black circle. When he woke up, he is still in his classroom, but the time, space, and the rules no longer behave the way they used to be. What makes this manhwa stand out is how it handles rules. Instead of clear instruction like don't leave the hallway during class time, the story asks what even counts as class time in a place where time itself has been distorted. Who, where, and how are the rules being enforced? How sure are you that you actually know the rule? There are hints, patterns, and moments where hope feels possible, but the power gap between student and the monster is overwhelming. Every decision feels heavy because the consequences are paramount. While Kim Do-young is our main perspective, this is very much a assembled survival stories. The class is made up of 16 students. Each character fills a familiar role. The analytical leader, the athlete, the coward, the delinquent. At first, it might feel a little bit cliche, but I think this is intentional. With so many characters to track, the story uses recognizable archetypes to introduce them quickly, and slowly they will expand and challenge these roles. For example, Nam Jung-woo, he's the class monitor. He's smart, logical, and a leader. Lee So-hang, he is a reserved, ambiguous, but have knowledge of the basic working inside the black circle. What matters isn't who they are at the start, but more on how fear can change them over time. This manhwa doesn't make survival look pretty. Characters make the wrong call, misunderstand rules, panic, hesitate, and sometimes pay the consequence. The mental burden is constant. People break, some freeze, some adapt, and some drag others down. The balance between hopelessness and faint hope is what keeps the tension so strong. This is not a story about heroes fighting monsters. There are no special power, no sudden strength boost. This is a war of knowledge. The most important weapon here is the ability to think clearly when everything feels wrong. If you have been convinced to read the 44th period survival class, you can expect a psychological pressure rather than non-stop action. Unclear rule that force you to think alongside the character, and real consequences that lead to real loss. This is the kind of manhwa that you would want to read in one sitting. And bonus point if you can read this one alone at night before bed. There are 34 chapters in season 1 and it is still ongoing, but on a break waiting for season 2. And that is going to be the 44th period survival class. If you have read this one before, I would love to hear how you feel about it. And if you haven't, this is a great short series to try. I personally really enjoyed the first season. As someone who liked listening to Creepypasta, this manhwa is able to capture that feeling and take it to the next level. If you have another similar manhwa for me to read, do drop your recommendation down in the comment. And that is going to be the end of the video. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.